off to Konopiště in the Czech Republic. Of course, I'm pretty familiar with, played there a couple times, but I'm excited because I'm going to visit the city Prague. This is my second stop here on the Euro Tour this year. We're in Konopiště for the Konopiště Open. And I think this is my fourth time here. Each time I've failed to win. I've gotten second and third. Still looking for that win here in the Czech Republic. That's always the goal, so I'm happy to be here with another attempt to secure a win.
It is 6:48.
Oh, so we're early.
We made it on time. Yo! Welcome to Prague, everyone.
Got a vehicle now, and now it's almost 12, so we're just gonna go drive into the town because we have 3 hours to waste until we can check into our Airbnbs. We're gonna go maybe grab some food, see some sights while we can.
Hey, that's cool.
The beeping's unnecessary. Yes.
How would you describe your relationship with European parking machines?
They never work. I just accept that we're gonna get tickets at this point. Oh, he's got $10.
All right, so you're actually a local here, Semi. Are you being our tour guide for the day?
No, I just want to see the dead end. What's up, behind you? So do you want to get food now or later?
What would you throw on this line here?
Uphill too?
Yeah.
Find my understable onyx. I can slip it, get some weight turn on it. Forehand would be easy too, but it just would not finish where I wanted, like the back. My first trip here was 2016. I came here with Nate Sexton and we stayed here at the property. First time here, didn't know much about really the country and the culture, so we kind of isolate ourselves here to the course. So it was disc golf, eat here, everything was just here. It was nice to learn about Konopiště and all that, but I feel like I was missing out on so much more as well. It was ahead of its time with the length. Very few courses were over 10,000 feet at the time, and this one was almost 11. So really cool experience, learning different type of disc golf, being at a castle. First time really playing disc golf at a castle. We made the most of it. We made a lot of fun content, fun videos, and just challenged each other in fun ways besides just on the disc golf course. We made it here at Konopiště, at the famous Franz Ferdinand Castle. We're about to go play the first round. You can hear the baskets in the background, so people are here working already. Remember, it's really long, the longest one. I mean, I'm sure there's one or two longer than it now, but who knows? I'll see what it's like. But Portland I know Portland always just loves to make their course really long, more so than the challenge. So we'll see. I remember this one being long and challenging.
Hey, I'm Matěj Vero. I'm PDJ Europe Tour Manager, and I live in Prague, Czech Republic, 40 minutes away from Konopiště. I was born in Prague, but then I lived 24 years in north of Czech Republic, and then I came back and I've been living in Prague for another 12 years. It's just beautiful and it's just mind-blowing, you know, US, you know, if you go back to basically establishing the country, 1777, in Prague you've got buildings that are, you know, twice as old, 3 times as old. Being there and, you know, breathing this atmosphere, that's just something you really need to live. It's just, you know, it gets you. It's worth the visit.
Here at Konopiště, we're obviously at the castle, which was formerly owned by Franz Ferdinand. It was one of his vacation homes, hunting grounds. And it's a really cool castle that you can go inside, explore, tour, and even eat at. So this restaurant serves like crazy animals that you can eat. And I think I had bison or wild boar or something. It was disgusting. I'm never ordering it again. And the disc golf course sits on, I would say, the north side of the park. And the disc golf course is huge, but like it's barely any of the property that they have here. They have an insane rose garden and then a huge lake, river running through it. Anything you can think of is on this property. And then some of these trails that have been walked on for hundreds of years, from the castle to the town, which is just across the highway. Very incredible piece of property. It would take probably close to a week to explore everything that they have here. Hello. The teammates again.
Good to hear, man. Go that way and then you end up, you eagled that one. We both eagled that one. Either way.
Yeah.
But they kind of changed it, so now it's kind of on the other side of the big red tree.
Okay. Yeah, I look forward to, like, it's been a while, so I know it's probably going to come back to me as soon as I... The bear.
There's a bear?
The bear.
Very big one.
Yeah. Let's see if it's there. He's swimming. Look at that big boy. They call them like long ears or something like that.
Well, the beginnings of Konopiště date back to, I think, to the European Open in 2011, because it was like our first experience with big disc golf, and it was awesome. And we knew from the get-go, from our start in 2011, that we need to put on an event, like a big event, somewhere in the Czech Republic. And we knew it should be close to Prague, because Prague is on its own pretty attractive. And one day, I think it was my brother who discovered this park. He was just driving by to a course design somewhere in the south. Well, he saw this park. He basically immediately stopped his car and went here, looked around and decided, okay, this is the property.
Walking on some history right here. This trail actually leads to the castle, which you can't see from here. Yes. So like straight to the town. So you can just take this little trail all the way to the town, get what you need, and come back to the castle.
The tournament is basically played in Konopiště Castle Gardens. All those old trees, hundreds of years old and everything. Such a beautiful place.
My name is Krzysztof Novák. I'm the tournament director here at Konopiště Open, and I'm from Nový Jičín, Czech Republic. Okay, I first started playing disc golf in 2011. I started practicing. We went to Finland to the European Open to spectate and volunteer as well, and that got me really hooked to see all the best players in the world. I think my reaction was, oh my God, this is amazing, because I already liked Frisbee a lot. It got me really hooked because I lived with my parents on the countryside, so I didn't have that many friends there, so I didn't have anyone to throw Frisbee with or play catch. So disc golf was the perfect sport for me.
My name is Perdanka. I come from Czech Republic, and I'm co-TD for this event with Krzysztof Novák. I discovered this as a game which is possible to play, but I didn't find any possibilities in my country to play the disc golf. And therefore, I was trying to set up some team or some guys who would like to throw at least a Frisbee. Yeah? But several years after that, in 2013, I guess, yeah, first course in my home city at that time, and I tried this sport for first time, and I totally get in love with it.
They will name Konopiště on their bucket list or like top 3 or whatever ranking they use. You can take it from whatever angle, and even if the course might be lacking some difficulty now, it's just still top course.
Okay, I think the fact that this property has a castle and it is a castle park is very important, because the park on its own is gigantic. It has very old trees that are somehow perfect for disc golf. Right now, with the layout we have, I believe it's of fun and challenge, basically. It's very appealing to spectators as well, because I mean, it has like 3.5 kilometers in length almost. All the fans from the Czech Republic, all the disc golfers can fit into the park and can see the huge shots, huge enhancers, hyzers, everything, watch the disc glide through the fairways forever, and it's just awesome for them. And for me as well.
It's really cool to play disc golf here, and then knowing that when they do host a pro and amateur course, they have 2 courses set up on this property on opposite ends. So it's been really fun to learn about, and just the history of this castle, because Franz Ferdinand didn't build it, he bought it, and so it's been around since 1300s, somewhere around maybe 1200s, so a long time.
I mean, we started with the Czech Championships, and every year we pushed it forward to make it even bigger. So Czech Championships, PDGAB event, first PDGAB event in the Czech Republic, then Euro Tour, then Disc Golf World Tour twice, then PDGA Major, then the European Disc Golf Championships, and now after everything in disc golf grew so much, we're back to Euro Tour.
At the beginning, I was not thinking that we might focus on Euro Tour, because we knew Euro Tour as it was. And this was not what I expect that this course is for. But as far as Matěj Verl and others introduced how the Euro Tour should look like, then we accept it. And I think it's pretty good part of the Euro Tour. I guess we'll focus even higher.
The events are way more appealing. There is some kind of marketing around it, of course, but also Matěj is doing a really good job, in my opinion, to persuade people and make the TDs sign in for the Euro Tour, and the right TDs and the right events, and it just feels we are proud to be a part of the Euro Tour series, for sure.
This tournament is one of a kind, and especially in a country like this, where it's not the biggest one in the world, but we are, I can say we, because I'm from Czech Republic, we are holding one of the biggest events in the world, and that's just awesome.
So this is a Euro Tour second stop, and it's nowhere near the same size as a major that has been here in the past. World Tour was a big deal because it was like the first of its kind, and now we're here for a Euro Tour. There's a lot going on this week, like there's a dog show going on, the castle's obviously here, so it's a tourist attraction, and then we have the disc golf tournament. At this current moment, I have no clue how many people are here to watch disc golf, but every parking spot, and then they're like parking people in the fields, is full right now. But knowing how many people showed up and stayed around yesterday, like at a 6 o'clock tee time, there was hundreds of people there. You know, so they had to either go and get lunch or stick around all day. Just shows the dedication of these fans here. And I'm looking forward to seeing how many show up today, because yesterday was incredible to know how many people stuck around. I think the disc golf culture has definitely grown. Czech disc golf is alive and well, and I've heard many people and seen many courses actually. Just driving to this course, we passed a couple. Driving into the city, we passed a couple. So the growth of Czech disc golf is great, and hopefully this continues to help push that forward.
What makes this course famous and known in Europe was this Disc Golf World Tour, which was introduced by Jussi Määräsmaa.
You know, in 2018, this was the first major in Europe south from Copenhagen, basically. You know, so it was a big thing. And Czech Disc Golf is not the biggest. All the things that we are doing with the Euro Tours, taking the steps up, it's the first time that we've got live here, and you know, it's another just, you know, different organizational thing to secure you know, the tournament, not just for players, but also for spectators whose numbers are growing super fast, and also for all the media teams. It's just new experience for the organizers, for Czech Republic. You know, more people are involved, and you know, all of this.
I enjoy this course. It's one where you get to throw a lot of drivers, and you get to throw a lot of controlled forehands, like not really power, big distance forehands, but a lot of controlled forehand. And I feel like that's very unique to disc golf right now, because everything seems like it's got to be a power forehand. And here you gotta worry about the shape, the angles more. It was fun to practice that. It was fun to come back here too after what, 5 or so years, see this course and how it hasn't really changed much. Some trees have gone, some holes have changed mildly, but it still brings that same challenge. You have to be in control of your distance drivers, or you're not gonna get too many birdie looks. This week, Joonas, the one and only, my Finnish caddy, showed up, and he wanted to stop at a tournament other than just the European Open, and we were talking it through, and he had never actually been here before, so it just seemed like the best one for me to personally have a caddy. Thank you. Thank you. Of course. Oh, by the way, this is Joonas. I don't know if you guys have ever met him. He just flew in from Finland. He decided, I want to go watch you outside of Finland.
Yeah.
And somehow,
since you're all here all summer.
Somehow his job let him off, and he flew out here and got in this morning. He decided to fly in and wake us up. So here we are.
Co-star Joonas,
Hello.
welcome to the channel.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Okay, this is good. Joonas is giving the check-in. Yeah, he made it, and he's been here doing his thing. He loves to cook, so he's made us breakfast every morning, and he's been on the bag and just doing great. You know, it's funny to see him since he was this big, and now he's grown up, and we're about the same height. He might be taller than I am now, but he's still just the same kid that I remember. I know he loves it because so many of his friends are out here competing still. And I think him being on the bag really helps me on a course like this. Well, we're headed to the course now, Konopiště. Gonna get another practice day in. Weather's looking beautiful. Hopefully a storm doesn't roll in like yesterday, but switch some discs around after playing the course for the first day, and yeah, just gonna play a couple holes, and then we got a video shoot with Kuba.
Does Joonas actually like tell you a disc throw? Is that why he knows your bat that well?
Yeah, that's why I'm here again.
He'll say, don't be stupid. Throw the mid-range here.
Yeah, that's a legend.
Yeah. When I won all 5, I wasn't back. It was when Ricky and Eagle were winning when I was 7 back. Or like 9
No,
back.
yeah, that might be 2016. I even remember you asked.
16 I did that, yeah.
These are the classes that the ones who drive moped car in Finland, they were these kind of classes. No, I didn't have any money. And I was fat, I had to buy.
Alright.
Could you imagine how big I was if I had a moped car? It would just like go like...
Just be like this, right? I don't know if I'll ever fully know if I'm doing the right thing because I feel like I can always do more. But one thing that I learned earlier this year was just, if you can just help someone and then go out and reach just one more person, that's something that stuck with me, was just one more. Just see if you can touch one more life. Like, don't be like, I want to change the world, I want to change this. Just change one life. And that goes such a long way, because if we can all just help one person, I think we'd be set. What's up, everyone? Today I have the honor of playing with Jakob. Gonna check out the Konopiště course here, which you've played it before, right?
Yeah, I did.
Have you won it before?
No.
Me either, so let's do it. All right, we're gonna practice the drop zone.
I'll try one forehand.
Where are you from?
The disc you gave me, Joonas.
Yeah, but where's it?
I threw it right in the circle. I threw it right in the circle. The caddy's not even watching, he's just on his cell phone, probably texting his girlfriend. But yeah, that glow harp, is that what you're throwing? Is it glow?
Yeah, it
or
is.
do they call it moonshine?
Just gonna aim 2-3 on the right side and...
It just does that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how is the Czech disc golf scene? Is it big, small,
it's
growing?
Growing a lot.
Growing a lot?
It's, I would say, it's the best, like in the Central Europe, we have a best community.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Better than Germany, better than Austria.
And that's like excluding Finland and Sweden?
No, those Scandinavians, but like, yeah.
Really? Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I did see a map that had like, there's a lot of disc golf courses in
Yeah,
the
it's
Czech
like
right now.
160 courses.
Wow. So what is your favorite course out here in the Czech Republic?
I think this one, but this one is only temporary.
True, true. Okay.
And other than that, probably my home course.
Okay.
It's
So you're
very
spoiled.
nice. Yeah.
You're spoiled, you got the good one.
Yeah, I have maybe the best one.
That's not even close.
Probably my favorite tournament is in Vermont, where, where the Worlds is gonna be this year.
Yep.
And I really liked Washington and Seattle. That was like
really
remind me a lot of Europe.
Okay. I've actually never been to Seattle.
I would love to go to maybe Japan Open or something like that.
Yeah. I don't even know what the course is like, but you just want to go to Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. How come? What is it about Japan?
I don't know, different culture. I've never been to Asia and I love traveling, so
okay.
That's definitely my
dream.
dream.
So you knock 2 birds with 1 stone. You go to Japan and you're going to play disc golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like fun.
That's what I love the most about disc golf.
Kind of push it a lot harder. So when did you decide you're like, all right, I want to play disc golf for a living?
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah, I finished my bachelor degree at the university.
Okay.
And after that I went to US, but it was only to try it out. And I did pretty well last year.
Yeah,
and I
you did really well. Like the PCS was like your big breakout tournament. Like that's when I really heard about you. Because you were battling with Barsby, correct?
Yeah.
And then went to a playoff?
Yeah, that was wild for me because I didn't expect that at all. My goal was to just make a cut.
Well, yeah, you made the cut.
And I beat a lot of good players like Kevin Jones.
Yeah.
Almost got the double.
Yeah. I mean, what Greg had to throw a couple in too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was incredible to see. And you said you graduated with a bachelor's?
Yeah.
What'd you go to school for?
Like computer science and programming, automation.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to use that one day, you think?
Maybe, we'll see. Hopefully
Yeah,
not, hopefully not, but
yeah,
you never
that's
know.
really cool. That's really cool. I couldn't turn my hips. What did your parents think when you said, I'm going to be a professional disc golfer?
yeah, they wanted me to finish the college first, but I explained it to them that might be just only opportunity for me to do that,
Yeah,
and now they are very supportive. So it's
really?
cool, yeah.
That's really cool. Wow, that's so flippy.
So what is your favorite thing about Czech Republic? so
My
far?
favorite thing so far, I really like the old town, walking around and how like easy it is, and like how there's just so much to see. Like I love history,
Yeah.
and just knowing how old that town is and
Yeah.
how preserved it is. I don't know the history behind it, if it's like the oldest, maybe in Europe, like that's preserved that way, like,
I don't think so. No,
capital city, but like,
But it's very old. Yeah.
yeah, and it's incredible to see. What's the big difference you've noticed from this year to the first year you played the Euro Tour? Which I don't know what's the year, what the first year was for you?
Actually, I haven't played a lot like outside of Czech Republic before.
Okay.
Only last year.
Oh, okay. You're gonna have a lot of fans behind you this week.
Yeah.
I guess we thought we threw further than we
Might
did.
be one of the tournaments that there will be more people rooting for me than for you, which is.
I guess we'll see.
I heard that there was people walking on this path, like from the castle to the town back in the day, and you can see it. It's like super hard.
Yeah, it's like
almost
concrete,
like concrete.
almost. Yeah.
So there was probably maybe like thousands of people walking on this path already.
Yeah, because we got the castle behind us
Oh,
and
yeah.
the town ahead of us. So just hundreds of years this thing's
Yeah.
been used.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like amazing because it's right between these trees.
We have 2 tours in Europe now.
Yeah, European Pro Tour and Euro Tour.
Oh yeah. So now the good players don't have to go to US.
Which I'm a big fan of.
Oh yeah.
Because now I can come here.
Exactly. Now we have like maybe 200 tournaments a year,
Wow.
which is like insane.
Yeah.
Most of them are not like PDGA tournaments, but it's still like very high level tournament.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear and promising for the
Yeah.
future of Czech disc golf.
Oh yeah.
I've called you Kuba many times now,
Yeah.
and I worry that the people at home might not know what Kuba is, because obviously your name's Jakob.
Yeah.
So can you enlighten us with where it comes from?
Yeah, it's like a nickname for basically every Jakub. So
Every
Jakub in Czech Republic is Kuba actually. And
Kuba.
no one really calls me Jakub. Only maybe sometimes my mom when she's mad.
So don't call you Jakob. Kuba, thank you so much for joining me for a practice round.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure.
Well, thank you. I loved hearing about the history of how you got into disc golf, Czech disc golf,
Yeah.
and just what you look forward to in disc golf. So thank you again for joining. I look forward to competing against you this weekend
Oh, yeah.
and for a couple more Euro Tours.
Good luck.
You too. Day one, the Konopiště, second stop of the Euro Tour. Headed to the course now. Got about just over 2 hours until tee off. So got a little bit of a drive ahead of us, but weather looks great. There is a 10% chance of rain, so probably just a couple of clouds that can drop some rain, but no complaints on that end. Feeling good. Looking forward to being on the feature card, playing with some great players, and definitely expect a bigger crowd this week. Just the Czech disc golf is just a larger scene than what we saw down in Croatia, so we'll see how many people show up, but tournament director said they're expecting a large crowd, a couple hundred people, so Should be fun.
Because right now it's about to start the feature card of the Konopiště Open 2023.
And I played with Kuba, Niklas, and Petter. None of us really performed great. Niklas shot at 11, but I feel like he missed a couple shots that he really wanted. Kuba shot, I think, 9 or 10, and those two stayed on the lead card. I dropped down to the second card, bottom of the second card. That was the worst first round I could have thrown out on this course. That's cool.
I know you're upset about it, but if it's just the forehand, that's the easy thing that we just have.
100% the forehand. I only missed the one putt in the circle at the end, and I just freaking pulled it. I felt the tailwind, so I stopped because like last time, all the other putts I had with tailwind, they just slammed. So I made an adjustment and I just freaking pulled it. When the buzz hit the ground, it went so far.
Yeah. Is that why you don't want to play?
I just was surprised that it did that. I mean, it was a little on hyzer when it hit the ground, but I wasn't expecting it to go that far.
Well, the what is that I would take more from the right, so it says hyzer is itself to the basket.
But then I bring the trees on the right into play.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd rather like try to hyzer flip it if possible.
Yeah.
Then I'm playing the fairway the whole way. First round is in the books. Definitely not the round I was looking for to start the tournament. Just from the beginning, forehand was a little off, and anytime I threw it, it pretty much did not go where I intended it to go. So that was a big struggle because I throw it a lot out here on this course. And it might be this knot that I have in the back of my shoulder blade. It's just not letting me get back because everything was about 60 or so feet shorter than it should have been. Next round, depending on how I'm feeling, I'm gonna go try to get it worked on tonight. Get it out, loosen it up. But yeah, putted fine in the circle up until 17. Had a look for birdie. Would have put me 9 down on the round, with 8 of those being on the back 9, or 7 of those being on the back 9. And ended up chaining out, rolling down the hill, bogeying the hole. So not what you want. 3 bogeys on that course. And yeah, definitely need to clean those up a lot because I'm 4 back of the lead now. And if I could have just been birdie to finish, I would have been only 1 back of the leader after a terrible start. So lots of missed opportunities and bad shots today. So definitely worst round I've played since being here. I've been doing this for so long, so I have the game plan in my head, and then there's like things that you know my game as well. It's where you're like, all right, yep, that's what he should be throwing. All right, that's like you don't have to say it. Like we're on the same wavelength
page,
there. Yeah, so we're on the same page. We don't have to talk about the shots.
Yeah.
We can
But
talk
that's
about
the
other
thing
stuff,
because
but-
I don't want to distract you from your game.
Well, no, it's not distracting. It's more calming that we're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Because I already have to think about the shots when I come up to the shot. So why do I want to think about the shots the entire time? It's like we can talk about what's going on. We can talk about what Nicholas's shirt was. We can talk about what shoes Jakob was wearing.
That's like the hardest thing. But I was talking with Joey that like
Through the mic like this?
Yeah.
Hey, Joey.
no, but yeah, that's hard because for people who, for their whole life, who have been told to be quiet, they don't know the line where they like go over limit because when they get too comfortable with the situation, they just let themselves go.
You never talk about mechanical stuff when you're playing your tournament.
Yeah.
You worry about that in the warm-ups, you worry about that on the practice field or drilling. You never think about that. You only think about the shot you need to throw and executing that shot. You know, back when you were a little guy in your bright yellow shirts
Yeah.
and shorts and shoes,
I still have them.
you would just always be hyped. You'd be like, yeah, let's go, there we go. Like, you got this. Like,
But I still
So
am.
the-
Because
yeah. You do it
but-
after. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a certain tempo also that you have to keep. Like if I hype you way too much, it's gonna, you know what I mean.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
one that gets overhyped when
Yeah.
I'm in a shot. Like, I get pumped. I'm like, all right, this is a big shot. I need to convert this shot. let me focus in. Like I can be super hyped and do it.
Yeah.
Getting close to the course. It's day 2 of the tournament. Saturday, aka moving day. Yesterday I didn't put together a great round. I mean, I fought up until 17 and just kind of had a bad break, which if I make that birdie putt, I'm 1 back maybe. Instead I'm 4 back. So a little bit more ground I have to make up. Seeing what happens out there. Feel good. Gonna go warm up my forehand, see how it's feeling. Yesterday was just completely gone, like just all power and distance and control. And on this course, I threw quite a few of them, so that was kind of disappointing because I think that cost me a lot of strokes, like 6 strokes at least. So should have put together like a 12 or 13 yesterday with the way I was playing, but it's a new day. I can do that today. Make the move on the leader. So see how it goes.
And then round 2, I was on the second card. I played with some twins, Gustav and Philippe. And then I played with a younger Czech player who was also Jakub. It was the famous dark round. Teed off at 6:35 p.m., finished at about 9 something. And the sun had already set, so we were just playing, you know, with the little sunlight that was left. And it was a lot of fun because we kind of made it well known that we all wanted to finish, but we knew we were gonna have to hustle a bit. I was able to drop a -14 that round, move up to second place, 2 back of Niklas, who shot a great round as well. He shot 12 down, so he improved on his first round. Yeah, very enjoyable card, very young players. The twins were 22, and then Jakub was a 3-time junior champion, so yeah, just enjoyable card. And now day 3, final round lead card is Niklas, Jakub, Daniel Davidson. Got an enjoyable card today. Looking forward to playing, competing. And right now it's a little bit breezy, so we'll see if that stays how it is by the time we tee off, because this place isn't known for the wind.
Now we're done. Putted well, drove well. Had a nice spit out from about 85 feet, which is nasty. Thankful that I got to play with the 2 Swedes that are twins, and Jakub, another young player, 3-time junior champion or something. And yeah, we got fortunate.
I'm 2 back of Niklas right now, and ahead of Jakub, and both of those are 2 of the best international players in the world. And you know, you can make an argument that Niklas is top 10 in the world right now. Top 15, 100%, top 10. You know, you can make an argument about that because the last couple majors, he's been right there pushing it. You know, he shows up on the big stage. As far as my own game, like, I know the year's a marathon. You know, I can't go out and win every tournament as much as I want to. That's the goal every tournament, but you know, you're not gonna grow if you just always meet your goals. You know, that means your goals aren't high enough. So I wanna go out and try to win every tournament. And I know failing and doing that is always the more likely option, you know, or not option, but that's more likely the outcome that's going to happen. I know it's been a little bit slower start to the year, more so putting together a full tournament. Like I think I was on the lead card of the first 3 or something tournaments going into the final round, but it definitely slowed down, and I knew that things had to change and I had to work on a lot. And coming to Europe, I felt like was that opportunity to focus on my game. You know, I didn't have the outside noise around. I didn't have a lot of the things that just kind of drag on. When you go and play the same courses over and over, you need a change of scenery sometimes. So it just kind of came at the right moment, the right time. And I've been able to really dial in my game, from putting to driving to upshots, to just all body mechanics, mental side. Been able to dial all that in out here, and it's felt great because like I feel like I'm going out there and showing up and have a really great opportunity to win every event. It's exciting because I feel great. Like, yeah, my back is a little sore, but with how much I was throwing and working, it makes sense. I'm looking forward to the remainder trips here and the rest of the season because we're over the halfway point in the tour season. And nobody has grabbed a hold of the year. Today the goal is to catch them and strike early. The front nine's very scoreable. I think it's the more scoreable side, but there's also holes where you can potentially get an eagle, potentially put some pressure on your opponent. So I want to try to catch them early and then just continue running, because yesterday I played a great back nine. So if I can get them early, I think I can get out ahead and just keep running. This tournament didn't finish how I wanted. Very poor showing today on the final round. Just did not get anything going from start to finish. Only 4 birdies, I think, the entire day, which shooting a 14 yesterday, then coming back with a 2 down is not acceptable at all. So definitely need to figure that out, figure out what's going on. Because it's all mental. I just never got into a zone, never got into a rhythm. And yesterday, that's all it was. And today, it was a struggle to find anything.
This is definitely a big impact. Paul is like icon in the sport. He's also pushing forward the sport. Once he's here, we can expect that people will come to join the event, to visit the event, to fan to all the players. Yeah.
When I talked about old McBeth inspiring us to make basically anything in disc golf, or the other top players inspiring us as well, I think it's also important to put up these events like the Konopiště Open, like very big events, much bigger than other Czech events, even though all the Czech events are pretty well ran. Because it's important to make these big ones, because it inspires other TDs to do it. It inspires them to even take the smaller events seriously, because they are all important. Not every player is going to sign up for the Konopiště Open, but if you take your event seriously and if you make your best effort for people, the players mostly, to enjoy it, then it will always come back to you. You will enjoy putting up these events, and you will probably are going to want to do more, which is important, in my opinion.
This is the final night. We leave early tomorrow. It's been a great trip. You know, so many new friends, so many old friends. Got Joonas here, who's been my caddy for years out here in Europe. So, yeah, it was a great week. Just didn't have the end to it how I wanted. So, can fix that next week and the following week and make these trips more enjoyable on that end. But no complaints at all. I enjoyed my time in the Czech Republic. That's it for episode 2 here in the Czech Republic, the Konopiště Open. See you next time in Norway, a land I've never been to. So it's going to be a fun experience. Norway has been really trying to get top talent to just their country in general and their tournaments. When I was going through my schedule and seeing the Euro Tour, I saw Oslo, Norway, which I knew is the biggest city in Norway. Looking ahead to just being in a new country that I'd never seen before. I've been close, I've been to Sweden, I've been to Finland, but never Norway. But I've heard all these stories and great things about it. So to finally be able to make it here, this is just a small sample size of what the country has to offer.
When the last tournament was played in Croatia, there was actually more spectators than there's registered players. And you can see the McBeth effect on disc golf.
I think just because he is here, a lot of people are here to see him, make some pictures, try to sign some discs. Yeah, I think a lot of fans came here just because of him.
He's the ambassador of the disc golf, and he's making so much work to make this sport popular throughout the population, throughout the many countries and everything. So it's like, I think he has a huge impact on all the sport, and hopefully it will be growing.